fully understand why I moved so far into the Panama countryside, but this is one of those reasons. If you know where to look, there are these amazing traditions that are hiding in different little pockets of neighborhoods. And this past week, I was lucky enough to meet a neighbor who was selling one of his old Casa de Quincha or Quincha houses. So this style of mud home is unique to Panama. Before I give you a walkthrough of that home and show you that man's beautiful farm that he was kind enough to show me, I think the history of the Quincha houses is really interesting, and I think you all might like it. Although the style of the home is Spanish colonial, the materials are all natural. So wood, barro or cob, which is clay, sand, and straw mixed together to create the walls, a bamboo cage that's in the middle of the wall to help hold it all together. And this is the style of house that we did in the main part of my home. It's a bit interesting that the people who were living in these indigenous areas wanted to replicate the Spanish colonial style, but kind of do it in their own way. However, when I moved to Panama, the thing that really surprised me is that these homes are no longer being built and they're not even really being preserved. Even when we had our Junta de Embarra, which is the mud building process for the main part of our home, I was shocked to see how many of the younger generation had never been to one and just didn't really know how to do it. And the more I looked into that, I realized that there's this perception, this stigma against them, that they kind of imply poverty. And that's not just from the people that live in the cities, that's from the people that live within these communities also. Ones that are still standing are essentially homes to people in their 70s, 80s, and 90s that grew up that way, and the generations after them are ready to take down that home when that family member is passed. The knowledge of how to make these homes more comfortable and livable and modern, with modern amenities, that connection is not here. The ones that do exist are unfinished with unfinished floors and walls, not very well protected from the rain, so you get homes like the one that I saw today, which is falling apart because water is getting in. And the way that they have tried to modernize and protect them is putting cement plaster on them. However, cement actually traps moisture within the wall and leads to faster degradation of the home. Although these homes can be modernized like the one I built, that knowledge just isn't really here. And the desire isn't really here either. So although the home that I'm about to show you is being taken down, the brothers could not reach an agreement to keep the home. They decided to sell it. The good thing is that it will provide a source of income for these farmers, and that is what they're looking for. Although the home will be taken down, it's nice that, you know, hopefully I can reuse these materials, create a new home, preserve it really well so that this knowledge and these techniques can be seen for generations to come. The baby is up, the baby is up. Look at the world, Mom. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. The tour of the home, the tour of the farm. It's really cool stuff. And be sure to like and subscribe also so I can keep sharing more awesome stuff with all of you. Yeah! Ah! Ah! Did you have a nice nap? Did you have a nice nap? Oh my God. ¿Cuántos años tiene esa casa?
Esa casa tiene... Ahí está la fecha.
So I am inside this old Quincha house. It was built in 1987. It's definitely amongst one of the newer ones that I've seen in this area. There are some that go back 150, 200 years old and they're still standing, but the way that this one was built, it seems like there's a little bit of rain that got in certain areas, and so with that then the house will start to crumble. The wood can't take rain, so you need to make sure that however you have your tiles, that the wood is put properly, the tiles are put properly so you don't get any water getting in. Unfortunately, this house did not have that, so we've got the roof caving in some areas, and so this man can't agree with his brother. He wanted to fix it up and try to save it. His brother wants to take it down and sell it, so he has to take it down and then have this as open land and probably build a house out of concrete. So he was trying to get in touch with me for some time, and I'm in this house checking it out. Everything is for sale. We've got the tiles, the wood. ¿Tiene repello de cemento?
No.
No.
Esto cemento, esto se repelló fue con mierda de vaca.
Ah, sí.
con tierra.
Esa
Esta
es.
tierra la trae. Allá abajo usted no se imagina.
¿Dónde?
Allá para taparle las jablitas.
Sí.
Y mire que eso es el tiempo que hay. Y aquí nadie quiere vivir.
Bueno, yo sí. Nada más hay que arreglarla y ya. These houses deteriorate quickly when you put cement plaster on them because they can't breathe. But this is all cow manure and earthen plaster, and it's super smooth and solid. It's really, really cool. I love that they did that in this house.
Una casa fresca.
Muy fresca. Es mejor para el clima.
¿Sí o no? Yo le digo que esas casas de zinc, eso es un matadero.
Lijala.
Sí, se le dan a limpiar y queda. Pero es madera en corazón en aquel tiempo que se trabajaba a sierra, serrucho,
¿No sabe qué clase de madera es esa?
cedro amargo.
Ese es cedro.
Cedro amargo. Toda esta madera es cedro amargo.
Y había vaca para comer todo eso, ¿no?
Exactamente.
Tradicional, chicha.
Y todo eso estaba. Se trabajó muy fuerte, pero se hizo la casa. No, ya no se puede. No, ya hoy usted hace una junta y la gente se pone allá a entretenerse.
This man is nice enough to give us a little bit of a tour of his farm, and he's got lots of really cool traditional things. Well, not really traditional, but some new technologies that they have.
Vamos a desarmarlo aquí para que lo vean en pie.
Ah, es trapiche
Sí, este es de motor.
motor
Sí.
para sacar jugo de caña,
De
¿verdad?
caña, sí.
Entonces, el jugo que sale de aquí,
Va para allá.
la cocina, ok.
Descachazar. Este es el caso de descachazar cuando está recogiendo la cachaza
Ajá.
para limpiar el guarapo. Y aquí está el de sacar la miel, que este no tiene hueco,
Ah, sí.
que va entonces para afuera.
Hay un foam que sale arriba, ¿no?
Ese mismo.
This is to take out the foam that comes out of the honey as it's burning, the sugarcane juice, y sale miel así con eso. ¿Sigue cada año haciendo ese trabajo? ¿Todavía o no?
Sí, todos los años.
¿Sabe cuántos años tiene este?
Bueno, le digo que eso...
Bastante, ¿no? Es imposible encontrar algo así. Yo no puedo encontrar en ningún lado. Ese es de barro también, la base,
Sí,
¿no?
barro.
This is an earthen base.
Este barro, este horno tiene como 15, 20 años, está llegando.
20 years. He just offered to give me some honey also, which is super, super nice. I get to try a homemade honey from his farm, and we just made our little deal, so I can take these tiles little bit by little bit because this house is not going to make it another season. The winter makes the tiles very heavy, and so this house is going to fall within a couple months. So we need to take these tiles down soon, take the wood, the barro and all that, and this man's happy. He's got his a little bit of income for him, and I've got some awesome materials to use, so super excited. Love this stuff. Made it back home. I didn't have a chance to film this. This is the miel de caña, the sugarcane syrup that he gifted me. He had me taste a little bit with my finger when he gave it to me, and it's so delicious. It's so rich. He said this is medicine. It's miel de caña that is not processed. It has that rich brown color. It has so many minerals inside it. They use it as medicine. They use it here for cough. They use it for anything with the lungs. And you know, in Ayurveda, it's a little bit different what you might use it for. But this is just the richest, most delicious, most beautiful, like nectar of the earth stuff.